So Daily Mail has always had an interesting article with a different angle this time. And here's what it said, and I quote, "Semi-employed Prince Harry is being left behind by Meghan." Let me repeat. Semi-employed Prince Harry is being left behind by Meghan. So a few days ago, the Mail Plus actually published one of the most insane pieces about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. You can feel the desperation oozing from the Mail's Alison Bishop, and the tellingly selective evidence uses to support her claims are a portrait of a hate machine losing control of the narrative. The people cannot accept the fact that they've lost control of the narrative. Like, Meghan is in charge of her own narrative. She's taken charge of her life, now she's rewriting her own narrative. She's in control. People no longer have access to that, and they cannot stand it. The point of the story is that Bishop is doing everything to convince the Mail's audience that having a hit Netflix show, a guaranteed second season for that hit show, and a new podcast all somehow make Meghan a flop. But that Harry's focus is even worse for not participating in Meghan's ventures. Like, they never stop. So here's what they said, and it's a long piece, so allow me to just go for a little quick or faster. So here's what she said about Meghan's podcast. She may have her critics, but even they would surely acknowledge that the Duchess of Sussex is nothing if not intangible. Indeed, a few celebrities will perhaps embark on another podcast series after their first was so vividly and publicly planned. And then on the second season for With Love, Meghan, another surprise came on Friday last week when Netflix caught the media word off guard by revealing it will stream a second series of With Love, Meghan, despite the fact that the hostessing and homemaking show devised and presented by the Duchess has had savage reviews across the board, making the announcement 3 days after its launch and significantly before the release of Netflix weekly viewing figures. The company said it had made a further 8 episodes shot at the same time as the first series and will be putting them out this autumn. There's people, it's funny because people were hating on With Love, Meghan, thinking that there's no way they're going to have a season 2 in place. In fact, they keep saying there's no way Netflix is going to renew this series because it's horrible. It had bad reviews. But then, shocker to them, they actually renewed season 2, and it was filmed. Netflix, they're smart. They know where the money is. I cannot emphasize that enough. They are very, very calculative, and they're very smart. They know at the end of the day, whether it's bad reviews, good reviews, publicity is publicity. She's winning at the end of the day. It's bringing attention to the show. And people are naturally curious. So, of course, they're also going to tune into season 2 so that they can hate watch. If you don't like something, don't watch it instead of just yapping. And here's her take on why isn't Harry involved in Meghan's project. So what can we expect from series 2 of the show and of this show podcast? In short, absolutely no Harry whatsoever. It can be revealed that the TV show and audio series will be entirely solo efforts on all Meghan affairs. So said there's no sign of Prince Harry in the second TV series, and no glimpse of their children Archie 5 and Lily 3 either. He's not in it, I'm told. It's her and more friends, more of the same, while his wife repeatedly refers to H and my lovely husband and talks about how much he loves her bacon. He is an offstage presence and seems to have opted or been told to minimize his appearances. Obviously, he also won't be any part of the Girl Power podcast Confessions of a Female Founder either. Sometimes I read these things and I'm like, you just write these things and your sole purpose is to convince your audience that these two are terrible. That the fact that, listen, one thing I know and I remember, Harry said that he's letting Meghan just do her thing. He is very supportive behind the scenes. Just because he's not in the show does not mean he doesn't want to be there, or does not mean that he's not supporting his wife. He's behind the scenes, and he said that this is his wife's moment to shine. She's been through so much. The UK media has been abusing her day in, day out. So She just wants her to thrive doing things that she likes. And he also mentioned that there's this spark in her eyes whenever she's doing things. Because they met when Meghan had the TIG, which was also a lifestyle brand, and doing all this, something it echoes, with Love Meghan. And now she's doing that thing, and Harry's really happy because back then she had to give up on the TIG because she was marrying, into the royal family. So she had to stop acting, the TIG, and just focus on, working for the monarchy. And now she's back at it, and there's this spark. She's happy doing things she used to do. This is just her, and people cannot understand it. She went, this reporter wanted to say Harry is Meghan's spare. So as Meghan moves to carve out her place in the spotlight, it's hard to avoid the conclusion that Harry has become the spare, as he might put it, at least in his wife's working life. While she embarks on a new media blitz, appearing on chart shows and red carpets, Harry has instead seemingly retreated into domestic obscurity. Persistent reports that there is marital trouble in the Montecito paradise are described by sources close to the couple as exaggerated. They say with Love, Meghan was always a personal project of the Duchess, and that she and Harry fully support each other's work while also pursuing their own passions. And they're so independent right now, which they have every right to do things the way they want to. I think a lot of people forget that these two are no longer funded by taxpayers' money. So they are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into their projects. They are working, and it's okay for them to have different business ventures, different projects. Because at the end of the day, they're just doing things that they want to do. Harry has the Invictus games, which is doing well. He's been very vocal about investing in a lot of things, boosting his business portfolio. Same thing with Meghan. Her podcast is coming out on April 8th, if I'm not wrong. So these two, it's okay. I don't know why people have a problem with them not working together. They had a problem when they were working together back in the day. Oh, they're trying to get attention, sympathy, they're victim blaming. And now that these two are just doing separate ventures, they also have a problem. What do you guys want? When they work together, it's a problem. When they're not working together, it's like, why are they not working together? They should be working together. Oh, the fact that they're not working together means they don't support each other. I think they just got into a point where they're so confident in themselves, and then now they're also more confident in pursuing different projects, different ventures together. And I kid you not, these two are very supportive of one another behind the scenes. That's all that matters. We have family, married people. If you're married, let me know in the comments. I'm sure there are some ventures, like projects or businesses you do separately. The things you may work on together and the things you opt to do alone. And that is okay. That does not mean you two are not supportive. Also, people have different passions. Meghan loves cooking, doing this or whatever. I'm sure Harry has his own passions as well. So let's not jump the gun, please. Let's not. So Harry's daily life. Meghan tells us he's a great father to the young children, and he often does the school run and walks the dogs. He says he loves California and its beaches, and we know from a video posted by an instructor that he's learning to surf. Playing polo with the local team in Santa Barbara is an expensive and time-consuming hobby for the prince, and there are a couple of well-paid part-time jobs: the coaching firm Better Up and ecotourism outfit Travelist, which seem to occupy him for more than a handful of days a month. His duties for these farms, I'm told, are carried out remotely from their $15 million mansion in Montecito. Meanwhile, charities Archer and Invictus, which will likely be Harry's lasting legacy, have their own experienced executive teams. None of it seems to amount to what most would recognize as a job. In an interview earlier this month, People magazine, Meghan talked about the two of them having dates, meaning lunches at home. Why is it that you are upset that Harry is happy? That if he wants to serve, let him serve. If he wants to walk the dogs, let him walk the dogs. If he wants to take the kids to school, let him take the kids to school. They are his kids. He is finally doing things he was not able to do back in the UK. And you know why? Because of the nosy UK media and tabloids. You ruined that for him. And now he's in LA, he's in Montecito, getting to live the life he's always visioned. That's a dream. He's happy, let him do his thing. It's okay. Are men no longer allowed to walk dogs or stay home or take care of the whole house or all these things? What happened? Anyone can do these things. And in fact, he's so happy. He's actually been even vocal about taking kids to school, knowing that they're no paparazzi. He can confidently take them to school and pick them back from school. These are things he's always wanted, and now he's able to do it, and people, the derangers like this reporter, cannot fathom, this writer cannot fathom the fact that he's actually just happy. He is not happy. So they're claiming the fact that Meghan is having all these business ventures we have with Love Meghan, and now she actually announced a new podcast that means Harry is in her shadow. She's taking away from Harry that is doing. But I'm telling you, if there's one person who's hardworking compared to William, it's Harry. Let's not debate that. So it seems to me that Harry and Meghan have finally worked out their career paths in America, especially after they got the side of the story out in the Oprah interview. And then, the net forced Meghan to read all of their scorn for her and With Love Meghan. They organized this big review bombing, and With Love Meghan is still a success, and it still got a second season, and Netflix is still partnered with Meghan on her as Everline, and they can't even force her to include Harry or put her kids on the show. Articles like this as like screams and walls from a padded cell. You can scream, do whatever you want, but our girl is not stopping. She's unstoppable. She's happy, thriving. She's not going to read all those nasty things you say, because at the end of the day, she's just doing her. And there's nothing that hurts a hater when they see they've tried every angle to bring you down and they can't succeed. They are so shocked that they tear you down day in, day out, but you still manage to smile. Let Harry be. He's happy pursuing other ventures. He's letting his wife be herself, do things that make her happy as well. That's not all. That is okay. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this entire Daily Mail article. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to Trend Talks. I'm Miraj. Remember to subscribe, to share, and to comment to this video. I will see you in my next video with more exclusive news and updates. Bye.